So what's going on, guys? It's Political Ghoul here, and there's a few things I want to talk about. We're going to be playing some Town of Salem. In the top left, you can see that I'm Rhino for today, like usual. I'm also the escort. I don't believe in blocking night one, just in case because I don't want to mess up like invest results. So I'm not going to block anyone tonight. But there's a couple things I wanted to go over while we did this, and I'm sorry if I sound a little off. I might be coming down with a little cold. My throat's a little scratchy. I feel it coming up. Um, Today in gym, a little funny story. Well, I had like a nice gym class. If you guys didn't know, I'm in high school. But um, we were playing hockey, and I took an. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me! That already. Well, this is gonna be a nice little talk between us while we see what goes on and talk about the game as well. But so we were playing hockey, and I'm like not a good goalie, but this is just like street hockey rules and everything. I don't play hockey; I play baseball. So I got decent hand-eye coordination, and god damn it, there's a janitor. That's annoying. But so we're playing hockey, and we don't have like great equipment. We don't wear any pads. It's street hockey, so it's like what you'd probably expect. So um, there's a nice striker on the other team. This kid actually plays hockey, and he takes a wind up that just like freaks me out because I know this is gonna be a hard hit puck and everything. We use a puck, but not like it's like a soft puck, but kind of plastic, so it's like a hard plastic. It doesn't hurt that much, but it hits me right in the eye. And now I have a black eye, and I'm playing this game with one eye because I can barely see out of my left eye, and it's awful. Um, it's gonna be even blacker tomorrow. The eye, like I'm literally not gonna be able to open it tomorrow. It kind of sucks. Um, but there's a so while this game goes on, I'll see what I can figure out. Reddish is saying there's a witch. Cotton Mather's asking if anyone was witched, just to confirm, even though that's retarded because Reddish said he was witched. Um, I'm just gonna assume Cotton Mather is probably evil, just because of how stupid he's acting in a ranked game. But so I'm hoping there's a medium. I'll type that out now. Uh, so all right. So I'm hoping I'm hoping there's a medium. If not, maybe there's a retry. All right, maybe there's a retry. If there's a retry, we can bring up Deirdre. So, all right, hopefully there is. All right, so like I said before, I don't like RBing or role blocking if you guys don't understand this game, which I'm assuming you do if you're watching this video. But I don't like role blocking night one because I don't want to screw up the invest results just in case. Maybe they find maybe that's the night that they could find like for example, there's a lookout. So maybe that's the night the lookout finds the mafioso, and but I block him so he can't see that, and that would just be awful because we could have killed some of the mafia, which could have helped us figure out other parts of the mafia and other evils. Um, but continuing, my eye hurts so much. But continuing on to what I really wanted to talk about, um, I, there can, yeah, okay. So Tom York is claiming, yeah, Tom York is claiming escort. They're saying they roadblocked Guy Brush. Um, yeah, if Guybrush was SK, then Yeah, then Tom would have died. Um, he's just to confirm. Tom York is probably consort. To be completely honest, I doubt there's a second escort. I'm I'm hoping they can CC that, but you never know. Um, all right. So what I wanted to talk about is I'm not sure how much I've talked about this, but a lot of you guys might know that I'm a big advocate for uh, police officers. I my family's part of the law enforcement, and it's really important to me. My brother might even be joining the academy and all that stuff. So it's very important to me. And recently, I'm not sure if anyone knows this yet, because I don't know how often these stories become popular in certain states, but um, recently in Orlando, a cop was shot by Markeith Lloyd, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, um, and it's it's very sad. I hate when I honestly hate when I just read about these deaths of cops, and it's very heartbreaking, especially when it's by gunfire and while uh, while in line. Um, the officer's name was Debra Clayton, Master Sergeant Debra Clayton of Orlando. Um, she was shot about 9 times, I believe, and she was chasing Lloyd when someone at a store recognized him as a wanted suspect in a December murder of his pregnant girlfriend. So she starts chasing after him, and she was shot outside of a Walmart on this chase, and I I was very shooken by this. I don't know these cops personally, but why didn't Evie bring anyone back? She could have brought the lookout. Oh, that's annoying. But alright, like I have feelings for these officers that it's like hard to explain, and I'm just I was very shooken when I read about this. It's very scary when you hear about this because this can happen to a bunch of cops, and my prayers go out to her and her family because she gave her life for our protection, and then of course there was the other officer who was chasing um, Markeith Lloyd on a motorcycle. Uh, the that officer's name was Norman Lewis. Uh, he was killed in a motorcycle accident. He was chasing after Markeith Lloyd, and I'm assuming he got clipped or something, and he died from the motorcycle, but not from actually being shot. But so far this year, there's been 3 deaths from cops, and I mean, only one was from gunfire. The others were from car accident and a motorcycle accident. The other was in Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas. That was Detective Chad Park, and he was in an automobile accident. And to me, this stuff is very scary, and it's because I know that these things can happen to my family too, and it's this is why I support the thin blue line and the blue line, as many would call it. It has a lot of significance meaning to me, and I I just it's hard to explain how much I care about these people that I've never met because you've never met them. So how can you have feelings for these people? But it's just that you have them because of who you are. I'm a strong advocate for these officers. I love what they do, and I myself wouldn't mind one day growing up into doing this job because I care about protecting people. I care about splitting up that anarchy and civilization. And that's kind of where I am on this, and I hope you two, all of you guys watching this, are also with me on this. That these officers are heroes in a way. Um, I know there's a huge divide between certain groups of people in the officers, such as the Black Lives Matter organization. I just don't agree with that. I don't see why we can't just come into harmony and realize that these officers are saving our lives, and when something goes wrong, they're the ones we call. They're the ones that are helping us. Now, of course, I also love the fire department and emergency services that are your first responders to an accident and everything like that. They're great people. They're all great people, and of course you have your red line and I believe the medical one is the green line, and I'm all for that. Recently, my town, we painted all three colors of the lines down our center of the road to show that we support these officers, we support these responders, and um, it's very important that I believe everyone should start looking into this. You know, the line, people began arguing that the line was meant to end minorities and boast and or not boast but like boost these officers and put them above the law. But that's just not how it is. There's a deeper meaning that is in this line. It doesn't end minorities, but rather helps minorities because they're separating the bad people from the good people. They're separating anarchy and civilization. They're helping us and going after people that we wouldn't go after, that a normal person wouldn't stop. Like, how many of you can honestly say that if there was a gunman nearby, that you would actually start going after that gunman rather than ducking and hiding and trying to save your own life rather than save the others around you? And that's what not many people can understand. I don't understand how anyone can say F the police. It's mind-boggling to me that anyone would treat these officers and like this. It's crazy. Now, of course, there can be some racism, but the percentages are so low that it's so rare. I It's crazy that these news stories get blown out of proportion, and a lot of times the person killed by the officer is a bad person. They're part of gangs and stuff like that. Maybe they were unarmed, and that's not the great part, but that's what the news picks up on. But it's hard to find an unbiased news article that says cops are good. And these people, these minorities, where there's a huge divide, believe that these news articles are true. And there's a lot of fake media out there that no one understands that it's fake. The articles are fake. Like, um, it's it's crazy. It's hard to talk about. I'm sorry. I'll probably put a different video up later about how I really feel about the blue line and officers and everything like that. I'm actually currently writing an essay for it. Um, it's probably not going to go well because my school's mainly liberal, but it I don't know. It's crazy. I kind of just wish that we can come together and just realize that if we all stick together, we can succeed. We have to trust that our officers are good people. They're there to help us. If we can just cooperate with them when we get pulled over rather than running and attacking, we would look a lot different and be treated differently. If you treat an officer with respect, the officer will treat you with respect. It's it's just how it goes. It's humanity. It's like what we learn when we're in first grade. If you want to be treated with respect, you treat others with respect. And not many people understand that, and it's crazy. All right, moving on. It appears that town is going to lose this. I think there's. I'm gonna assume all the cleans, as in the janitor. I'm gonna assume the janitor got all town. I'm assuming that mafia killed all town, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 town out of the 8, possibly the any. So, I mean, there could be a yeah. I think the jailer's still alive, right? All right. All right. So the jailer. I haven't been paying much attention. I've been talking about the blue line and how I feel about this. But please, to those officers that were killed in action and protecting us, such as Debra Clayton, like these officers that were killed recently, Debra Clayton, Norman Lewis, and Chad Park, I I would really appreciate it if everyone could pray for these officers. Now, sure, there was other officers that were killed in 2016, and these were the only reported deaths of officers in 2017. But please, just do this now and do it for me, please. and just respect our officers and respect not just the officers but the firefighters, the medics, and just all of our emergency services and special responders, first responders. They're heroes because they do a lot of the things that none of us would do, none of us normal people would do. They care about our lives more than they care about their lives, and they're giving the ultimate sacrifice by risking their life because they could have a family. I mean, not just their kids and maybe a wife, but their parents and maybe they have brothers. But when they're killed, it affects a lot of people. But they're doing it for us. They're doing it for our protection, and not many people can realize that. So please pray for these officers. Anytime something bad happens, pray for the family. Pray for them. I beg of you on that. And since this game's pretty much over and I haven't been able to do anything because I was killed night one, let's talk. This game's going to be over probably in the next night or two. So let's. Right now it's 8:51 by me. So in about 9 minutes, we get to hear. We get to hear Obama's speech about him leaving the office. He's his farewell address and everything like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm myself am not Democratic, but listening to these presidents, I'm kind of hoping that Obama. Like I don't really want to say I support a certain party, but I did support Trump throughout this, and I'm sorry if that offends any of you. But I just felt that he was better than Hillary. On the level of accounts, I kind of agreed with him a lot with immigration and taxes and everything like that. Gun control, everything like that. I believe that every citizen of America, minus certain people such as like people with mental disabilities and uh, people with felonies and everything like that, they've been in jail. Other than those people, I believe that we should all be able to have a gun. So I agreed a lot with Trump's statements. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I'm very interested because right now, the United States of America clearly isn't united. After that election, even during the debates and everything, there was a clear divide of everyone. It was clear, and I'm hoping Obama can try to settle that. I'm hoping that really okay. Town lost and the neutral killing just died, but so Mafia definitely won this, and I'm sorry that I couldn't play much during this game. Clearly, I was killed night one, but I think we covered a lot of topics, and I don't know what I'm going to title this yet because it wasn't really Town of Salem. You guys can see that I didn't do much Town of Salem right now. Kind of just talked about what was important to me and what's going on right now. But I'm hoping in this farewell address that Obama gives, I'm hoping he can clear up some of the divide. I'm hoping he can bring some of us together and really support Donald Trump through this because his actions really affect us. And if we're divided through it all and we don't support our president, that just says that our nation is weak. And we can't be weak during his presidency. We have to be strong. We have to fight against certain groups. We have to fight against terrorist organizations. We have to fight for our liberties and our freedoms. So even if you don't agree exactly with what Trump has to say and everything he's done in the past, I think it's time that everyone realizes. Okay, so I think it's time that everyone realizes that we do need to come together, and in order to succeed as a nation, we have to be whole. We can't be separate anymore. Um, I'll leave it off with that. I'll make a more detailed video later. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk that we had. Um, I think everyone should go watch the farewell address. Maybe there'll be something interesting. There is. I'm gonna turn this music off. Maybe you'll find something interesting. Maybe you'll agree with some points Obama makes. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll make another one probably this Friday. I've been a little busy with some schoolwork. Like I said, I've got a lot of baseball too. I do a lot of training, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.